Rabbi Avodat authored a classic discourse on loving kindness, and in that essay, he asked the following question: what comes first? We love someone or something, and beginning with that inherent love, we now manifest or express our love through acts of loving kindness that we bestow upon the object of our affection, a person, a cause, an institution that we admire. Or perhaps the reverse is true. We first invest something of ourselves in someone or something. We first initiate or generate acts of loving kindness, and thereby create or develop a sense of love for a particular person, cause, or institution. Now, as Esther discusses the matter, he brings examples and proofs for one side and the other, and then finally leans toward the latter. You can create love by virtue of your own self-generated acts of kindness. First-hand experience has taught me to concur with this conclusion. When the opportunity came along to carry out certain tasks on behalf of the shul, I naturally hesitated, perhaps in keeping with the principle that men tend to shy away from long-term commitment. But then I accepted, and as a result, many blessings and valuable life lessons have come my way. For example, it's one thing to casually brush by the lives of others in a friendly yet superficial manner, but it's quite another, a far richer life experience to actually come to know those you meet on a regular basis, to work with them, to learn from them, and ultimately to grow on account of them. That has been my experience in working with the shul. It has given me the genuinely uplifting rewards that come with seeing the truly wonderful sides of so many different people associated with the shul. First and foremost, Rabbi and Rebbetzin Cohen, and then all the officers, as well as so many congregants and their precious families. Another lesson, and one that reminded me of something I had once seen in the Sefer. Sorry, I can't remember the name of that Sefer or the author, but he defines Mesiras Nefesh in a unique way. He said that he tends to associate Mesiras Nefesh with momentous encounters, heroic endeavors, those unusual circumstances that test the limits of our faith. The author said, on the contrary, Mesiras Nefesh presents itself to us many times a day in many little moments and circumstances that ask of us that we surpass ourselves, look beyond the self-imposed limitations of our own egos, and to act on behalf of someone or something else, a friend, a neighbor, a fellow congregant, a school, a shul, or some other worthy institution. When we act beyond considerations of ego, that too is Mesiras Nefesh. In my experience with the shul, this is what I have been privileged to observe and hopefully learn from. I have seen those in responsible positions continually put considerations of self aside and act purely on behalf of the shul, and when they do this, they treat every task, regardless of how seemingly insignificant, with care, with dignity, with respect, with attention to detail, and with kedusha. All of this has hopefully broadened my own spiritual horizons and continues to be a source of inspiration to me. Another lesson learned, and I guess it's a lesson one has to learn the hard way, on several occasions my own family has experienced rather traumatic times, and on each of those occasions the shul was there to help and support us, physically, emotionally, spiritually. I don't think I'll ever know who did exactly what, which of course is the highest form of kindness. But what I do know is that just like blood rushes to the site of a wound to clot and begin the healing process, so too the shul was there in our time of hurt to personally help us in our own healing process. Finally, we sometimes get to see and better appreciate certain blessings only in retrospect. In my years in Rockland County, I have had the distinct privilege of being associated on a regular basis with two sacred institutions, Jeff of Rockland under the leadership of Rabbi Yehuda Schwab, and Congregation Lord Yisroel under the leadership of Rabbi Avraham Cohen. That in itself has been a great blessing, but to make it even more meaningful, these two vital institutions have worked closely, hand in hand really, for over a quarter of a century. To this day, the shul is home to Jeff's wonderful Hebrew school. In our day and age, when loyalties and connections between people, institutions, and business It has been a special privilege to play a small role in this unique and sacred bond. In closing, I would just encourage you, if you can, however you can, to connect with some vital Jewish institution in the community. This shul, or your own shul, your children's school. Our community is blessed with many worthwhile organizations to choose from. Not only will the institution benefit from your input, but you will personally gain in immeasurable ways. Thank you to my family for putting up with me and for my still being crazy after all these years. I also had the great honor of marrying off a son 2 weeks ago. Moishi is here tonight with his lovely Kala. Yocheved is for my own hometown, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, which made this Wisconsin especially sweet. Thank you, everyone, for allowing me to share these thoughts with you.